happy Thursday morning. I am out for a run. I'm meeting my running partner for the first run we've done in a long time, so hopefully she's feeling good and I'm feeling okay. I feel like I haven't run in a while, even though I have. Oh, here she comes. She's on her way up the street. I'm sure I'll be talking to you later. See you then. Bye. Well, good morning. I guess this is the new normal, the summer stress, the feeling of, I don't know. I'm off to quarantine my friend's cat. I don't feel strong today. I feel kind of fragile, and it's annoying because I went for a run and that felt good. I've chatted with friends. You know, I'm doing all the things I should be doing. And underneath it all, like, I still have this layer of heartbreak. And it's frustrating because when you logic out heartbreak, when I think about her and what she's done, everything she's done, I should just be ragey, filled with hate. I should be so angry, but I'm still just hurt. It's so self-destructive. I continue to think about and wish for what used to be, which might not have ever been even that real. It's like this is my defense mechanism or how I escape pain. My heart is heavy and beating, and I don't have a lot of things to look forward to today. I need to change that. I will figure out something to do, but it's a bleak outlook, particularly when you just want love and affection. Like, I don't need to do stuff. I just want somebody to like me. How do people deal with this every single day? Does it skin over at some point and not hurt so bad? I mean, the rawness of the emotion, like, it like reminds you you're alive and you're real and you have feelings. So I don't want it to skin over. I just want it to be happy. I know I have to take steps forward. I know I have to get rid of stuff and pack the house and find a place to live and figure out money stuff and finish my financial disclosures. I know. It's just a sucky day. And she's up riding horses in Oregon and talking about her new love and her new life and all things that seem so positive. All the way she's moving away from this life, which was a good life. And maybe part of the problem is this. I'm trying to figure out what I want my new life to look like, but really I just want it to look like my old life. I'm not even far enough along the process where I'm comparing new people to old people. There are no new people. I'm still hung up on old person. Despite all the evidence, old person is hung up on new person. Old person doesn't want me, hasn't been nice to me, hasn't been kind to me, lied to me, cheated on me, is just trying to be done with me as cost effectively as possible. It's cold, it's clinical. This is over. She's gone. So why do I keep doing this? Why can't I just move on? The romantic thinks I still believe in love. You know, I believe in this thing. It was good. She's just crazy. I mean, there is a lot crazy going on here for sure, but that's not fair. It's not fair to have her fighting for her and have me fighting for her and have nobody fighting for me. That makes zero sense. There's no self-respect in that. It makes me wonder am I crazy? Like, am I blindly believing that our relationship was better than it was and just unable to accept that I was deceived? And that I don't know, and that's really troubling. I just don't know what to do with it all. And on days like today when I'm low and suffering, there's no clear rule book. You know, it's like, hey bud, you are on your own, figure it out. What is good for you? What do you need? And I don't know what I need. I know what would help make the pain go away, but I don't know what I actually need. I don't know what's best for me. Man, this is strange. This feels a lot like what it felt like towards the end of school. It's that desperation that comes from sadness. Like, I definitely feel desperate today. How do you deal with desperate and lonely? How do I deal with what I'm feeling today? I guess the experiment would be do what that book said. Recognize it. Yes, I'm desperate and lonely. And treat it like a wave. Like, is it a wave? If I endure this for a bit, will it pass and will I be okay? Maybe that's my experiment for today. It's present, it's here. I feel desperate and lonely. There's a homeless guy doing a crab walk through Balboa Park. Yeah, right. So I know that. It is 7:48 in the morning. I'm desperate and lonely. I've been this way for a bit. So if I sit with this and just accept how much it sucks, let's see if it passes. I don't know. My response is, I need to do something. I need to do something to change this thing. I want to just get in the car and drive up to the bar. But I know the way the traffic is right now, that would be a long, trafficy drive. So I'm not going to do that right now. know I have work at home to do that I don't want to do, but needs to get done. So should I do that? Since I'm already low, should I just do crappy work that needs to get done that I don't want to do so I don't have to do it when I'm feeling better? Or is that going to push me lower? What's the move? Should I reach out and call somebody and complain? And those people who are like, I'm here for you, call me. Should I use that resource or not? I don't know. I have used that resource a lot. I do wonder if I'm wearing out my welcome. I think she's up in Oregon with her best friend doing a week-long horseback ride. She is not suffering today. I don't know that she's suffered in this whole process. I mean, she says she has, but who do we believe anymore? All right, so what's our plan? Sit with this. Know that I'm not going to die. I'm not going to break. I'm not going to be harmed. I'm just heartbroken. I'm scared about money in the future, my ability to pay for my life. I think my ego's getting in the way of things. I think I feel like I deserve a certain lifestyle because I've had a certain lifestyle, and I think that's getting in my way. I don't deserve anything. You get what you earn. Yeah, my ego's getting in the way. I feel like I live in a nice place now. I should be able to live in a nice place. Says who? Right? Just because I had it good for a while doesn't mean anything. It was good while it lasted, and now she's off with a horse trainer. I don't agree with that because I'm the one that got left. This has been such a process. And maybe that's it. Maybe I think I'm wise. Maybe I think I know better. I've never failed like this before. Yeah. I've never had such a catastrophic failure that's been outside of my hands because I always try really hard and things don't fail in that way. So I'm fighting this failure because I don't want to lose. I don't want to fail. I don't want this pain. And by giving up, I become a victim. And of course, I am a victim, but it was a weird, quirky relationship. But it was mine. And she had good quirks and bad quirks, much the same as I do. But I loved hers. Nicknames she would use and little songs she would sing and just those special little things that develop between two people who love each other. And what's troubling is I have to believe we loved each other. I can't look at the 7 years and think that was just some weird manipulation. What alarms me, though, was early on, over spring break, she made a point of telling me. She pointedly met with me to tell me that my memories were real. Why? Maybe it needed more explanation. Maybe it needed to be... She kept, or continues to frame this like, I don't know how this happened to us. I don't know how we got here. I don't know how this is the way it is. She did it. But by wrapping the situation in that kind of wrapper, she takes the blame off herself like it just happened. And that's inexcusable. She did it. So to tell me all our memories are real, and also I don't know how we got here, it just removes it all from her and puts it on the universe. That's bullshit. I was going to go to a coffee shop and do some work. And then I thought, why would I go to a coffee shop and spend money on coffee when where I really want to be is up at the barn? Instead of spending the money on coffee, I'll spend the money on gas. I think that's okay. I'm just tired of being home and tired of being alone and being lost with my thoughts. I did some cleanup, a little bit of organizing, thought about apartments again, and I could go one of two ways. It's 10:45 in the morning. I could try and go out and look at apartments right now. But I know the one I'm most interested in, we stopped by yesterday, and the leasing office is still a concrete room. So I don't think I'm going to get a tour there today. Hopefully I'll hear from them sometime. But I mean, in terms of my being proactive, I don't think there's a lot more I can do down there. There's another place I was kind of interested until I read reviews of it, and people are like, there's no soundproofing through the floors. Like, it's just like bang, bang, bang all the time. Why would I knowingly go into that? I'd be better off just trying to rent a condo from somebody for a while. And that's the whole thing here, is I still don't know the timeline. We go to mediation next Monday, and I assume I'll contact the realtor shortly after that, after the financials and spousal support and stuff makes sense. It'll probably be listed late July. And I don't know why, maybe I'm being naive, but I feel like it will sell kind of quickly. The view's just incredible. Like, you don't get views like that. The price I'm assuming we're gonna list it at. But even still, if it goes on the market in 2.5 weeks, sells sort of quickly and I have to be out by September, it doesn't make sense to try and rent a place for August. Maybe it does. Maybe that would ease the transition. I don't know. You know, I sat with my loneliness for a bunch of hours, right? When did we talk? That was about 7:45 this morning, and now it's 10:45. So for 3 hours, I was home by myself, trying to be okay. And in that time, I walked the dog, I made coffee, I did things. I texted a little with people. I didn't make any desperate phone calls. My hope for the barn is that I can go and say hi to people and do some work and do some reading and just be somewhere that's not my house. I don't have a lot in terms of things to disclose. I'm a pretty simple person. I don't have lots of investments or lots of money hidden anywhere. I wish I did. It's such a raw feeling. I want to have that feeling of family. I want to kiss somebody. God, I was thinking about that today. The last time we kissed, it was the fake church kiss she gave me when she got off the plane. And it was a lie. She didn't want to kiss me anymore. The last kiss she kissed me was a lie. And I can remember that. Why can't that fade away? The kiss before that was the kiss goodbye at the airport. And that was okay. But it was a nervous kiss, you know, I'm headed into travel. She was going away, she had stuff, and made sure she had her bags, and she was good, and you know, I was supporting her, and making sure she had it, making sure it was all good, you know. We were there, we pulled over, got her out of the car, got everything, and like I kissed her goodbye. But that's not, I mean, there's a passion in that kiss because I wasn't gonna see her for a while. But it wasn't a kiss about two people. It wasn't just about the two of us connecting. It was about more. So then it comes down to, I can't remember exactly the last kiss we had just for love. I'm sure it was that day, but I can't remember it. I can't cast aside the other kisses and remember the last good one. I've been assured by both of them that nothing inappropriate happened on the trip. I don't believe it. I just don't. Well, we've talked about this. Maybe nothing inappropriate happened on the trip, but I think it happened before the trip. I definitely do. I had to get tested for gonorrhea. The only reason she would have disclosed that was because there was a risk she might have given it to me. The only way that could have happened is if she had done something with somebody before the trip. Or, you know, been a non-symptomatic carrier for 7 years. Awesome. To go to urgent care and have to be like, hey, I'm married and I need a full battery of STI tests. Thank you. I mean, the upside is I'm all good. I'm all clean. Anybody happens to be interested in me in that way, I know I'm good. I have the paperwork to show it. Lucky me. Sex and kisses. That's what this little drive was about. All right. So how do we measure success? I would say at base level, not being sad all the time. That will be progress towards success. Not having my heart feel clenched every day. Having extended periods of time where I don't think about her. That's not success, that's progress. So success would be comfort in my skin, comfort with myself. I can sit wherever I am and think, okay, I'm here, I'm good. And I guess I've had a few of those moments, but that's not what my life feels like. I'd love to not feel sad when I shop at the grocery store, or when I look at a crowd of people, or when I see somebody who looks sad on the street. I'd like to have the resources to be able to help people. I'd like to think towards the school year and enjoy the thought of having lunch with my students and not having to censor myself the way I did all spring. What I love about teaching, what I love about having lunch with students in my room every day is wherever the conversation goes, it goes. And sometimes it's funny, and sometimes it's personal, and sometimes it's weird, and sometimes, just different characters come in and add flavor to the conversation, and it's so fun. And for so much of the spring, I was so broken that I couldn't moderate the conversation as I usually do. And that's my job. In the midst of lunch, if conversation gets quiet, I can either ask a weird question, or I can put in an anecdote, or relate something from my experience that might be a little different from theirs, but is still relatable. But you know what you can't talk to high school students about? Divorce. Or breakups even. I don't think any of my students have been in a 7-year relationship. None of my students have lived with their person. A lot of my students don't drive. So their frame of reference is different from mine. So me talking about that stuff would just be weird and wholly inappropriate. So I'd like to get back to the good version of me. Okay, I'm at the barn. Thank you for hanging out. I'm gonna get some work done, and we'll talk more later, I'm sure. Okay, I think that was a wise decision. Did I get as much work done as I would have if I was alone? No, but I'm not catastrophically depressed, so did I wait out the wave or just distract myself from it? Question 2, does it matter if I'm better now than I was before? If I'm better now than I was before, is that success? I don't know what the rules are here. I think I'll take it as a success. Yeah, good things that came out of coming up here. I saw my friends, I talked to people, I talked to my brother, I talked to other people on the phone, I got computer work done for my mediation, now I just have to print some stuff out. Oh, I talked to a dressage rider who's also a YouTuber, and I don't know, it's only the second time I've spoken to him, but I like him, he seems good, he makes good videos, and I don't know how to make friends, but it'd be cool if we could be friends, so we'll see how it goes. Watching his stuff made me want to post more stuff. And I think that's good. Not in a vicious competition way, but just in a, that's right, I like posting videos. I need to stay in the practice of it. And I think getting sad lately, and instead of being productive as I was in the spring during the school year, I get low and slow. So I'm gonna try not to do that anymore. I'm going to try to stay productive. It takes work, it takes discipline to, in the face of sadness and heartbreak and not wanting to do anything, to do things. So it's an act of will. And I guess it's better to post things even if they're not good and to keep posting than to sit idle and be sad. There's my inspirational speech to me today. I don't know how long it'll stick, but it sounds good, right? Can you already tell how this scene's gonna go by the fact that I've done this many times before? Yeah, it's an ice cream day. I haven't eaten anything else, so I think it's okay. And that's it. I will see you later. Bye. It's strange to be making these videos. I've had no feedback. I started in April, and it's now July, and I just make one every day. And the videos I make right now are just based on my experience. It's not based on feedback from anyone. Nothing you're seeing in this video has been influenced by anybody outside. No comments have affected anything I do because nothing's been posted yet. This is all just raw. It's just how I feel about things. And I am curious about what I'm doing well and what mistakes I'm making. And if once I start to publish them, it will affect the way in which I do things. Today in July, I still haven't done the final edits for ones from April that I'm gonna post. My hope is that in continually shooting and doing quick edits of the daily stuff I shoot, that it will inform the vision for how I show everything. That when I go back and start publishing the stuff from way back when, I will be a better video maker. I don't know. This is all just such a kind of wild experiment. I just need to be consistent. Once I pull the trigger on it, I just need to stick it and do it and see what happens. I think that'll be neat. I feel kind of jealous of the dressage guy because he has something to offer, and I sat there and looked at his video. He has videos like how to de-spook your horse and how to do this and how to do that. And none of my videos are that. This is about a process. like a human being going through a process, and hopefully it's relatable, or I'm hoping that me being as honest as I can be is interesting to people and not annoying. I start to feel like people aren't going to want to watch my face all that much, so maybe I should be shooting B-roll and shooting other things to put in over the videos. I don't know. That's my process evolving because of me, not because of something people have said. And that's interesting. Like, as an artistic expression, I'm changing because I feel like I should change, not because anybody has told me anything to do. I did order a new drone today. I just went for it. You know, I had it in my cart and I just said, fuck it. I hope that doesn't bite me in the ass, but you know, my promise to myself is that I will use it as much as I can, that I won't shy away from using it, that I won't be afraid, that it will become part of this, that I will integrate it and use it and do it without fear and become good at flying it and getting interesting footage. I think that's a fair trade-off. When we staged the house to sell it, and some of the nice neutral art we had has been hung in his house to sell it. So yeah. Thanks for that. Thanks for disrespecting me enough to hang our stuff in his house. That was a class act move. It's so funny when I talked to her on the phone recently, and she was talking about how she's gonna have surgery and not be able to do anything for 2 weeks, and how that impacts the selling of the house. You know, I said to her, what were you gonna do? Were you gonna come help me paint and touch up moldings? I said, were you gonna help me throw stuff away? And when I said throw stuff away, she freaked. And she was like, you better not throw anything away without me. Okay. I mean, what does that even mean? The crap we've accumulated that she left behind when she moved out hasn't asked about? Like, I think it's okay to get rid of. But man, the threat of that was like, whoa. Hey, we are at my house, and I guess I want to show you something because it's the project I'm undertaking today. If you look behind me, there are my wedding pictures that I love. I've covered them over with paper because it makes me sad to see the life I used to have. If you walk over here with me, I'll show you a couple other things. Look, there are my pour paintings that I do. I'm gonna do more of those tonight. Oh wow, my face looks shiny. I'm gonna do more of those tonight. I'm excited to get back to it. If we look here on the table, there are the Warren Keelan prints. I'm gonna put those in the frames. I feel weird about it. I feel like I'm betraying something by taking down my wedding pictures and putting them up. But I'm not. She doesn't love me. She signed the papers to get divorced from me. I wish somebody would be like, dude, do it, it's awesome. I guess it's an act of strength to do it by myself. So that's what's coming. That's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna change those out and hopefully make this place a little bit more mine. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know. I just wanted to tell somebody. So it's you. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you in a bit. Hey, so here it is. I really like it. I'm really happy. I think they look fantastic together. And then over here is the other one, which is, look at how it glows. It's a strangely bittersweet thing though. I like them a lot, but I feel like I'm being disrespectful to my marriage. Even though we have signed divorce papers, even though she doesn't love me, even though all the even those. You know, this is something I've done for me and my future. And just in case I haven't shown you, let's go into the bedroom. Let's see, on the way in, there's the one he gifted me. It's called Emerge, and it's a shark. How cool is that? And coming a little bit further, they're the gray Malins. I don't think I showed you them. Those are the frames I made. This is awkward to do backwards, but aren't they pretty? Yeah. These are my way of knowing that I'll be okay. These are my investments in my future and my aesthetic and my belief that no matter where I go, these things will hang. These are my choices, and I'll be okay. It's strange though, you know, it's definitely strange. There they are. I made that table. I made it for her. I don't know who got it in the end. Yeah, I make furniture. Okay, I just wanted to show you that. I think I might take the dog to the dog beach because I want to get out of the house. Thanks for checking it out. I appreciate it. I will see you later.